Chương trình này được bảo trợ bởi
Family Joy, tổ ấm y tế của mọi gia đình, 714 898 0765.
Hi, welcome back to the OC Health and Education Show on Little Saigon TV. We're going to continue our conversation with Connie Thomas, a marriage and family therapist in the city of Tustin. You know, in the month of September, which is Suicide Prevention Month, I think it's really important for us to talk about, you know, access to healthcare, specifically access to mental health care. I know that there's such a limited availabilities for a lot of us. Our schedules are so booked, but you know, what is the best way for people to get a hold of you, Connie? And what are some of the availabilities for therapists if we can't find a person in our network? Are there ways to advocate to get services elsewhere?
So, as you said, I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist in Tustin. People can look me up on the internet either by my name or the name of my practice is It's Your Story.
Okay.
And I do have a website. It's kind of convoluted and it doesn't go by It's Your Story because everything with that was taken.
Oh.
But my phone number is 949-812-0499.
Okay.
If I don't have openings, of course, part of our ethical standards are that we help you find someone. If someone can't find someone in their network, and one of the things we are hearing is therapists they are booked way in advance. They have 6-month waiting lists, which is ridiculous. Nobody can wait 6 months.
Right.
People call a therapist when they need one.
Yes.
So there are community college clinics with interns and trainees on site that provide supervised therapy by licensed professionals. So we used to like to say it's like you're getting 2 therapists for one. I know that doesn't always feel well, but it is the truth. And sometimes you get exceptional therapy on campuses. If someone is in distress, you get in fairly quickly. You can go to, if you're in crisis, you can and should go to the nearest hospital or call 911. That, you know, if you're thinking of taking your life, hurting yourself, don't wait. Go to the nearest hospital or call 911.
See, I think a lot of people don't think about 911 for mental health. We always think about, you know, for heart attacks or a stroke, but we don't think about it when we have mental health crisis. You know, so I think that's a very important reminder, Connie, that, you know, we need to remind our audience that 911 includes suicide prevention. And, you know, when you're in very crisis situation. So thank you for reminding us. Thưa quý vị, lúc mà quý vị thấy đó mình có cái khó khăn gì mà căng thẳng quá, mình có thể muốn là suicide là giống như tự tử đó, thì nhiều lúc mình cái suy nghĩ đó mình cũng thấy cũng hơi sợ chút, mà mình phải quan trọng là mình phải biết là mình có thể đi bệnh viện, mình đi ER. Không phải là ER là không emergency room, không phải là lúc mà mình bị đau tim hay mình bị tai biến, mà thiệt ra lúc mà bị căng thẳng quá, mình có kêu bằng là cái crisis situation, phải nên đi ER. Connie Thomas nói đó là chừng nào mình có cần đi bác sĩ hay cái therapist, mình phải nên gọi liên lạc cái số điện thoại cái người trong network của mình. Chừng nào quý vị muốn liên lạc Connie, số điện thoại của Connie trong văn phòng là 949 812 0499, một lần nữa 919 812 0499. Cái số điện thoại Connie nói đó là chừng nào Connie không có cái opening, không có cái hẹn, thì cái trách nhiệm của Connie là cũng phải ráng giúp cho quý vị tìm cái người đó. Julie cũng biết trong cái mùa Covid với trong cái mùa này rất nhiều người cũng có nhiều cái căng thẳng, thì nhiều cái therapist giống như Julie cũng bận lắm, mà khi nào mà cái bằng crisis situation quan trọng lắm thì chúng tôi sẽ sẵn sàng để dành chút thời gian để giúp cho quý vị. Chừng nào quý vị thấy là mình tìm bác sĩ hay therapist trong cái network của mình không có, thì Connie nói là cũng có mình có thể liên lạc mấy cái đại học xung quanh đây họ cũng có thể có mấy em học trong nghề nghiệp giúp được quý vị. Giống như Connie nói, giống là two for the price of one. Có thể mình có cái người supervisor của cái em đó, mà cũng có cái người đó học gần các bằng rồi, cũng có khả năng giúp cho quý vị nữa. Connie, I think that's really important for us, just to know that there's so many different options. It's not always about, going to the therapist, but just knowing that, ER is available. And that interns are also available. And what I always say is your friends and your families. Those are your natural support.
Right.
But I think, in a lot of cultures, in the Latino culture, in the Asian culture, in any mainstream culture, mental health is something as a sign of weakness.
Absolutely.
And people are afraid to acknowledge, because that means they're acknowledging that they don't have the strength, or they don't have the strength to continue, or the strength to do it on by themselves. But I always want to remind our audience that, when I say OC stands for our community, is that whatever situation we're in, maybe today when you're in crisis mode, this seems like so unbearable, that you don't want to live. We just always remind each other that, it seems unbearable, but tomorrow is going to be a better day.
Right.
And that there are people that are willing to help. Even though our friends and our families are working, when we're in crisis situation, just know you're worthy enough that when you pick up that phone, they will drop everything.
Absolutely.
And I think a lot of people, I hope that whoever is watching today, who's having that challenge, or maybe that feeling that today is the worst day ever, that tomorrow is a better day. And that if you have the strength, and I know it's so hard to muster that strength to pick up the phone, but someone will answer. And someone will drop something for you.
Absolutely. So when you call the crisis helpline, which is 988 now.
Yes, and that's one thing I really wanted you to come here about.
Right.
Because 988,
right, so
that's
you
like the
can
911.
text or call 988, which is a suicide crisis helpline. So you can call that for any kind of mental health crisis or substance abuse crisis now. So it's not just a suicide helpline anymore.
Okay.
It's actually a mental health crisis and or a substance abuse crisis line that's available 24/7 by trained counselors to talk with you. So part of what they will do is talk with you about what's going on, and they may recommend that you call 911 or go to the hospital. But they may also help you with the beginning stages of linking you and encouraging you to go to a therapist or develop a safety plan. And as you said, that safety plan often includes your natural support system.
Yes.
Those people in your family or your friends or your community, your church, your counselors at school, whoever you find supportive in your life.
Yes. And I think, what it is that talking to a stranger sometimes is easier.
Absolutely.
Than talking to your family, because people want to keep their life a little private, especially the mental health side. So thank you, Connie, for reminding us that, 988 is just the 911, but for mental health and for substance abuse and for suicide.
Yes.
And it's just a number that, we don't want to inundate the 911 system that requires an ambulance to come by, but there are different ways that we can assess the safety network of what you have available. Nếu quý vị thấy đó là mình căng thẳng, mình thấy khó chịu, mình cần cái người nói chuyện, có một cái số nó kêu bằng 988. 988 là giống như cái số 911 vậy đó, mà đây là 988 để dành cho sức khỏe tâm thần, đó kêu là mental health hotline, mà cũng là suicide prevention hotline. Chừng nào quý vị thấy bữa nay là cái ngày khó khăn cho mình thấy căng thẳng quá, mình thấy cuộc đời của mình không có ý nghĩa, mình cũng biết phải cần làm sao, mình phải cần kêu người nào cứu mình. Cái số 988 là một cái số mình gọi, hoặc cái số mình text cũng được. Thì cái đó là mình muốn nhấn mạnh hôm nay, đó là tháng 9 là Suicide Prevention Month. So quý vị, chừng nào quý vị có căng thẳng, nhớ đó là cũng có rất nhiều người có sẵn sàng giúp cho quý vị. Số điện thoại một lần nữa là 988 cho Mental Health Hotline. And then số điện thoại của Connie là 949 812 0499. Đây là It's Your Story, là một cái trung tâm của Connie Thomas ở trong thành phố Tustin. Cảm ơn quý vị khán giả của Little Saigon TV. Sau vòng quảng cáo, chúng tôi sẽ tiếp tục nói chuyện với quý vị khán giả của Little Saigon TV.